Good morning. Yes, this is Ravi Kanth Miriyala, a chartered accountant from Bangalore, and I'm known to many of you as an author and as a teacher, right? And now, in this 1 hour session, we are going to discuss a quick revision of Ind AS 20 government grants. Yeah, this is Ind AS 20. There are a number of differences. Between accounting standard 12 and Ind AS 20 in this regard. Okay. Yeah, we'll have one good amount. 1 hour is obviously more than sufficient. A very good revision. Yeah, let's start that. Before going to understand about the Ind AS 20, yes, as usual, there is a small announcement information to be shared with you guys. Yeah, one is AS with Yashas. We, Yashas Academy, are with Unacademy. We are teaching 100% English batches in Unacademy. Yeah, these batches will be consisting of comprehensive, crash, and all kinds of courses. Yeah, I started recently, that is on September 16th. We started a comprehensive batch for financial reporting. Yeah, this is 100% in English, right? At the same time, this is actually we are conducting it morning and evening, morning 3 hours, evening 3 hours, so that we'll be completing by November 15th around. So that will be useful for your December students as well. Yeah, so morning 3 hours, that is 6:30 to 9:30, evening also 3 hours, 6:30 to 9:30, right? 6 hours, 50 days, 50 into 6, 300 hours, enough of time, and we will be covering everything in the subject. I mean to say, ICA material, I can give a lot of my hands-on experience in Ind AS because I'm into this consultancy, I'm into conversions of Ind AS, so I can share my practical exposure in the class. Yeah, and this is my another master, Mr. Abhishek Sharma, right? He has started already the class in August 16th. Yeah, he is also teaching morning and evening, but not for 6 hours, right? This will be even for December attempt ke liye, his classes also will be there. This is for law subject. I have already completed this course, which is on GFRS, which started in the month of July, and I took approximately 24 days of class. We covered all the practicing questions which are given yesterday. Questions which are 25 marks each, those questions are covered which are there in the ICA material 100%. Mock paper, RTPs are not there, obviously. Previous examination questions, everything is covered in this session. And as you know, there are a number of batches with different faculty on Unacademy platform, correct na? Yeah, for the same subject, other faculties are also available. Yeah, you can listen to anyone with whom you feel comfortable, correct? So number of matches, and which already some of them already started, some of them, you can view the recorded lectures, right? And with respect to the this you obviously know, aware of it. Unacademy platform, it runs based on the subscription. Yeah, if you subscribe to certain period of time, that is 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year, something like that, 1 year, 24 months, or 36 months, something like that, in that subscription period you can watch n number of times. There is no restriction on the number of views and etc, correct? So here there is one offer right now, which if you take up 12 months course, then you will get 2 months extra subscription period. That means totally 14 months you will be able to watch, right? So for CA final, especially group 1, group 2 together, if you are writing in the next November or sometime like that, 14 months if you can sit, 100% coaching can be completed. That is 100% possible. That is, I feel sufficient. That's my opinion. Okay. Yeah, there is this offer for CA final group 1, group 2, I said. Yeah, and watch my next special class for free. Yes, number of special classes are being conducted in Unacademy platform. You can download the app, correct, and you can message us if you have any question, like what you can message it right now in the YouTube. Same way, better you take the download the app, and I am explaining, all the questions of ICA material are, even though it is discussed in the main class, once again only ICA material questions I am solving in the special classes. So just get into that, and what is that, follow me in that app, so that you will be able to get the notification whenever I take up any special class. You can join, you can participate, you can obviously answer, and you can listen to my classes, okay, at free of cost, right? Unacademy, yes, any doubt if you have, what is that, in our regular classes every 2 days once we'll be having a doubt clearing session. Yeah, in that we'll be explaining you for every question you have, correct. So that, like that we can ensure that at the end of the class, yeah, you are not signing off with doubts. We'll ensure that you don't have any questions. Subject and concept is clear, that I can assure you, right? And get high quality solutions in Hindi, English. Yes, I'm only for English. Yeah, receive examination matches for the questions, obtain instant and accurate solutions, many things. Yeah, here, plus subscription. If you apply Yashas Live, then you will get 10%. If you the code what you to use is YESHASLIVE live. Yeah, you are going to get a 10% discount at the same time, and you are going to get, if it is for 12 months, then you will get 2 months extra. Yeah, both benefits are there if you use the code. Yeah, and there is a combo subscription. Yes, that is a bit cheaper for a group 1, group 2 together. If you apply at a time, correct, you will be getting some more benefits on this subscription. And there is one more subscription which is with respect to Iconic. Yeah, with respect to Iconic also, with the same code of Yashas Live, you will get the 10% discount and etc. Same thing, right? And in Iconic course, in Iconic subscription, what will happen, you will get books. Yeah, they will deliver the books at your door. At the same time, personal mentoring, your questions will be answered by the teacher. Person to person interaction will be there. You can ask him any question, and he is responsible to answer your questions. And they will be conducting some test series, right? Once you are through with 40% of syllabus, they will give 40% related information, question paper. Once we are through with 80%, again they will give 80% ka syllabus ka information. Once we are through with 100% syllabus, then again we'll give you 100% syllabus ka information. It's like that. And that is going to be not just we are providing the solution, my dear. We will take a special class on the revision. At the same time, your paper is going to be corrected by an expert, subject matter expert, and he will come out with suggestions. Yeah, where you are lacking, that also, obviously, that is very much crucial thing which is required in the preparation time, because generally students feel that what you will feel, yeah, I know the concept. Array, you know the concept, that I also know. Okay, but the matter is, how is the presentation? End of the day, am I presenting as per the requirements of ICAI? If you say yes, I am presenting, then obviously you are done with it. You will get the marks. My presentation is not up to the mark, then don't expect mark. Correct, na? So that is the personal mentoring and etc. is obviously crucial. Yes, my dear. So now that is about the announcement, and let us get into today's subject, that is Ind AS 20, accounting for government grants. Yeah, so accounting for government grants, 1 second. Yeah, just a second, sorry. Yeah, when I say accounting for government grants, in Ind AS it is number 20. Yeah, in Ind AS it is number 20. which talks about, and that is respective standard is accounting standard 12, which you know. Perfect. So this is not very big standard. Within 1 hour time, I think each and every point of it I can be able to explain it to you in this. Actually, we are left with like 50 minutes, more than sufficient, because it's not a big standard. Aramse we can complete it, each and everything. Yeah, let's have a full length discussion. Yes, see, when I say Ind AS 20, accounting for government grants. Accounting for government grant, which government you mean? Which government means, sir? Yeah, it is any government, for your information. It can be central government, it can be state government, it can be local government, it can be international government. Yeah, it can be international government also. Sir, international government say, yeah, suppose another country government has given you some fund. Yeah, because you may be helping them, maybe in software or something, technically you are helping them. Fine, because nowadays, you know, companies are multinational. They are not, their services are not limited to one country. Obviously, correct. Now they may be getting fund. It doesn't matter whichever the fund, whichever the government is giving you money. Yes, that is our money. How to account for? That's we are going to discuss here. Done. Yeah. Do you know about carbon credit? Have you heard carbon credit? Yeah. In case of carbon credit, I mean, if you can save energy, yeah, for every saving of energy, right, you have to follow certain criteria practically. If you follow the criteria and if you can save the energy, you know, for every, they will give you a point. What do they give? They will give a point. Yeah, I mean, you know, like credit card points, something like that. Yeah, it's like that, points will be accumulated, because for every unit of saving energy, you will be getting a point. Yeah, that has to be audited by many firms are there in the country. Yeah, they will be auditing, they will be certifying. Yeah, with that is a certification. They're responsible for anything if it goes wrong. Right, with that certificate, correct. So suppose somebody in the world, it is international market. Somebody is, like say, they already fixed what is the pollution that one company, based on the energy and etc., they can create maximum pollution. If it is crossing the limit, then they have to purchase a points from the other company who is saving the energy, who is not polluting. Correct. Now you have to buy it. So suppose say there is a company in China, they're producing lot and polluting also lot. Right. If they are supposed to satisfy the conditions, means first they have to buy it from our company who has the credits. Without this, if you do it, there may be a ban of that company in the near future. That's why there is international market. This certificate is given by whom? International level may this is approved, not just only Indian government. It has given this. Got it? It is as per the understanding, international understanding. Yes, that is also a government grant. That government grant is also supposed to be accounted by Ind AS 20. Correct. So when you say grant, yeah, when you say grant, grant means people call it as, I mean, normal way. Some people call it as subsidy. Some people call it as incentive. Yeah, do you know tax incentives? Many incentives. Word is different. Nomenclature is different. Matter is grant. Okay, a duty drawback. Yeah, what is duty drawback, my dear? A custom duty on import of goods. Correct. Now, when you have imported goods, you must have paid custom duty. A custom duty you can get back if you satisfy certain conditions. If you file the application with the department, got it? If you file the application with the department, then they will give you back. That is indirectly a benefit to me. Not indirectly, directly cash is coming to me. It's a benefit to me. That is also government grant only. That is also government grant only. Name is different. You have to account it under this standard only. Okay. Next, what is the scope? It is not applicable. It is not applicable for what? It is not applicable for problems relating to change in the central government, change in the government grant value. Few values, government will give you a lot of assistance, lot of benefit, directly, indirectly. It may be helping you indirectly. You can't measure the value of it. Yeah. Suppose example, simple example, I'll say, sir, I have one factory here. Okay, otherwise I'll say a simple thing, sir, there is a hill, sir. I have a hotel there. Okay, good. But road is not good. That's why number of customers are coming less. True. So when the number of customers are less, but now government has done good job, sir, for me. They have laid a proper road. Okay, good. So because of that, number of customers are coming. Now I'm making good amount of money. Right. Is it a government assistance? Yeah, without doubt, government helped me. But correct. Now, how much they helped you? What they helped me? Correct. Now, I don't know. How much I can say? Can you measure it? What is the help? I can't measure. But is it a help? Yes, without doubt, it is a help. I can't measure it, the value of it. Then that's why it won't come into my books of account. Yeah, it will be, you don't need to disclose because it is not a direct help. So somewhere like where you cannot measure the value of it, then don't do anything. Government participation in the ownership. What is government participation? Right, government is giving some 100 crore rupees to my company. Yeah, I gave 100 crore worth of shares to the company. I mean, they are taking part in the ownership. Okay, right. It is not a grant. They are not giving me a single rupee in cash or kind. Correct. That's why I can't. It is not applicable. Okay, not applicable. Central government related, right? So correct. Government grant related to agriculture. Yeah, agriculture related because it is dealt by very clearly under Ind AS 41. You have to refer because the conditions which are mentioned under Ind AS 20 and the 41 for recognition of grant are different. Okay, so that's why if it is a grant related to agriculture, refer Ind AS 41, which we will be doing it maybe in some time. Right, not today, in the future, maybe in the month of October, we'll be doing that also. Quick revision. Government assistance in calculating the taxable profit. Like it is indirectly what? Tax related incentives. Suppose government has given. What is that government has given to you? I say government gave tax holiday to you. What is the tax holiday they gave it to you? That means 5 years you don't need to pay any income tax. Correct, super. Then what is the benefit? Yeah, there is a benefit to me. I don't need to pay any tax, but I don't need to account also, na? Because I'm not paying anything. I'm not receiving cash from the government. I'm not getting anything kind from the government, right? Such kind of tax incentives, tax related matters, even though it is a government help, we will not be accounting. Okay, done. Next, the definition when it comes to government assistance and government grant. Government assistance is nothing. Assistance means help. Correct. It is an action. Within this action, what is happening? Government is there to provide economic benefits. Yeah. Specific to a qualified entity. So when you say government assistance, I should be qualified. Qualified in the sense, yeah, as per the terms and conditions given by the government. Grant, correct. Now, whenever they announce any grant, any scheme they announce, in the scheme they will mention very, very clearly. What do they mention? These industry companies can apply. Okay, and they will mention you should be investing 50 or above crores. Yeah, and they will mention 50 or above crores in the specific area may you have to invest. And they will say one more thing, right? You should be having workforce of 100 people minimum. Correct na? This is, you should be producing out of this many list may these products only you have to produce it. Correct. And you should, when you are making this factory or something, it should be eco, and there should not be, I mean, what is that? There should not be any harmful, not hazardous to the environment, eco-friendly, something like that. You understood my point? So when government says, when government comes out with a scheme, it cannot be just like that. Tray, you come, I'll give you money. No, there will be number of conditions which will be mentioned in the government. If you go to any state government or central government websites, schemes you search for, you will get it. Lot of schemes will be there. Under each one, yeah, if you are fulfilling the conditions, then you are qualified, then you are eligible to get the economic benefit. What is economic benefit? That is either cash or kind. You are going to get it, right? Listen. Next, government assistance. Now, what is a government grant? Listen, government grant, you shouldn't go by the general nomenclature or something. You shouldn't go by the nomenclature. Here you have to strictly read the terms and definition. That is very important to understand the subject. Yeah, what is that says? Yeah, it's a government assistance by transfer of resources. It is a government assistance by transfer of, yeah, setting up a unit in a backward area. Is it in the scope? Yes, obviously it is in the part of scope. They said which is not. Whatever you told is not within the line. That means it is there. That's all. So because many number of things are applicable, correct, na? Right? Only few are not applicable. So obviously standard will give which few are not applicable. A few not applicable means the rest of the things are applicable, obviously. Okay. Yes. So what is that he's saying? Government is government assistance by transfer of resources. Resources means what? A resource can be a tangible resource. It can be tangible or it can be intangible resource. Yeah, it can be tangible or intangible resource. Right. Why are they giving you tangible or intangible? In the sense, you know, that is land, PPE, correct, na? Land, machine, right, something like that. Right. What is intangible? Intangible in the sense, what is that? License, correct, na? Some telecom license, if they give you free, telecom license will be worth of how much? Crores and crores. Right. If they're giving you free means, yeah, it has a lot of money, fair value is high. They're giving you free means nothing but it's a government grant. Nothing but it is a government grant. Why are they giving it to you? Obviously not like they like me or something, correct, no? Right. So they are giving you because the past or future compliance of conditions. What is that? Past, I already completed. Future, going to complete. Correct. Now, going to satisfy the conditions. Future condition, compliance of conditions which are related to my operating activities, Got it? Right. What is that? It is an assistance by way of giving economic resources. That means money or money's worth. Money means, you know, money's worth in the sense that could be tangible, that could be intangible. Yeah, that could be a building, a land, or machine, a vehicle. Yeah, it can be anything. Correct. Related to my business. And because I satisfied some conditions already in the past, or I am going to satisfy in the future. Done. That is the important point. As I said sometime before, carbon credits. Yes, it is a government grant. Yeah. Got a contract in public bidding. Public bidding means auction. Auction took place. I also participated in the auction. I also bid. Yeah, because my bid is higher, I got the contract. I mean, I got I got the business. I quoted higher or whatever it is. I got selected in the bidding process. That means what? It is a business. I paid, I participated, I competed with the other parties. Correct. I paid money. I got the contract. That is not a government grant. Have you given me anything free of cost? Nothing. As we said, I am supposed to pay something, then I am supposed to get the business. Then where is the grant of yours? Nothing is there. So it's not a government grant. Next, received a non-transferable license from the government. Yeah, means they gave me license. Okay, but they said very clearly, what they said very clearly, they said very clearly in the grant, Are Ravi, you only should use it. You should not transfer. Transfer to other person, I don't have the right. Now tell me, is it a government grant, my dear friend? What do you say? What do you say? Is it a government grant or not? It is a government grant. Right? Why? Whether I am transferring or not transferring, how does it matter? Am I able to do my business or not because of the license? That's all. Am I getting the benefit out of it or not? Yes. License, intangible, economic resource with which I can do the business, and I can, by doing the business, so I will be able to make money. Yes, government grant. That's it. Interest-free loan from the government. Interest-free loan. Right. See, generally as per Indian GAAP, Yeah, as per Indian GAAP, what you will say? As per Indian GAAP, nothing accounting, simple accounting. What is that? We'll say, suppose you got a government loan. What do you say? We'll say cash account debit to loan account. Yeah, how much money? Let us say some 10 CR, 10 CR. Okay, done. Now when you are supposed to repay, correct? Now, are you paying any interest? Sir, I am not paying any interest. Yeah, no interest payment. Okay, no interest payment and no entry, no journal entry also here. Done. Suppose you repaid money, you repaid the loan amount. When you repay the money, what do you same reverse entry will record? What is that? Loan account debit to cash. 10 CR, 10 CR we will be recording. Agree? This is the simple journal entries we used to record. But now, as per Ind AS, my dear friend, as per Ind AS, now itna simple journal entries will not do the job, obviously. Yeah, so when they have given you, what is that? They have given you interest free or even concessional. Concessional in the sense what? Market rate of interest. Market rate. Market rate of interest is equal to, say example, market rate of interest is equal to, sir, 12%, sir. But wherein government gave us, correct na? Government gave us at 6% rupees ko de diya. That means what about that? Isn't a 6%, isn't a benefit given you? Without doubt, it is a benefit given to me. Then you have to account it as a government grant. Oh, how do I account, sir? Very simple. Yeah, but it is actually, you are supposed to refer Ind AS 109. That is financial instrument. Correct. It is a financial instrument. When you got a loan, correct na? When you got a loan, loan is what? Loan is a financial liability. Loan is a financial liability. Okay, yeah. As per Ind AS 109, a financial liability, initially should be measured at fair market value. Fair market value se measure karna. Okay, in the sense, yeah, all right. Government told what? Are 3 years loan, Ravi. Okay, Y0 mein you take 10 crore rupees there. Y1, 2, 3. Y1, don't pay anything. Last day you pay me 10 crore. Like that, they gave us the instruction. Excellent, sir. We'll follow you. Right. Now, if you want to know the fair value of it, now you have to apply the market rate. Market rate is how much, sir? Let us say 12%. Is the interest-free loan I told. Interest-free loan. Right. Interest-free loan, if you say, at the rate of 12% you take it. Discounting, that is present valuation, which you are very well aware. Correct na? Discount it at the rate of 12%. Yeah, that's it. E number something is going to come. Correct na? Something is going to come. This is obviously below 10 crore. Let us say, just example purpose, 8 crore rupees I'll say. What is that? If fair market value of the loan is equal to 8 CR, but actually you received how much? 10 CR. Then you should say what? Cash account debit 10 CR. But I have an obligation to give a loan money, correct? Now I have an obligation only to the extent of 8 CR. This is what you say government grant, or you can say deferred government grant, which is equal to 2 crore. Which is equal to 2 crore. Got it? Right. So, but say 2 crore rupees, how do you transfer? Where do you transfer? When do you transfer? Correct na? That you have to see, obviously, rest of the standard. Correct. You automatically E question will be answered, my dear. E question will be answered when you listen to the full class. Automatically it will be covered. Okay na? Right. Now, right. Sir, when do you recognize the government grant? Yeah. Recognition, right. Before going to recognition, my dear, in accounting standard 12, we have two concepts. What is that? One is capital approach is one concept. Correct. Now we have two methods. One is capital approach and the next one is revenue approach. Revenue approach. Do you remember as per accounting standard 12? Then yeah, income or revenue approach, doesn't matter. Okay, right. See, when you follow capital approach, that is like government grant received in the nature of promoter's contribution and transfer it to capital reserve. Correct. Yeah. And revenue approach me, what do we say? No, we'll be transferring it to profit and loss in systematic and rational fashion. Correct na? Right. But now as per Ind AS, okay, as per Ind AS 20, there is no concept of capital approach. There is no concept of capital approach. There is no concept of capital reserve. Everything should be routed through, everything should be routed through only profit and loss in systematic and rational. Systematic and rational. Sir, systematic and rational, correct na? You said systematic, rational. What do you mean by systematic, sir? What do you mean by systematic and rational? Right? What do you mean by systematic and rational? You getting my point? Right. So when I say it is systematic and rational, done. Now try to understand what is systematic and rational with respect to P and L. It is actually with respect to P and L, because every number should be routed through P and L only, na? So what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That is nothing but matching concept, my dear. That's all. It is nothing but matching concept. What do you mean by, again, what do you mean by matching exactly, sir? Matching means, right, you recognize the revenue, recognize revenue in the ratio of expenses. That's all. In the ratio of expenses. Which expenses are? The expense which you need to spend to satisfy the conditions of government grant. Correct now? Are you supposed to satisfy future or past conditions? Yes. We discussed. So since we discussed, you have to comply with past or future conditions. You have to spend some money. Ask money, how are you going to spend? Sir, I will be spending first year 3, sir, next year 2, sir, next year 1, sir. Then you should, the government grant money what you got it, that also should go to profit and loss in the same ratio, 3:2:1 ratio mein it has to go. Okay, right. So, and again, that is the way. Systematic and rational means this is the one. Okay, done. Recognition condition. What are the recognition conditions? Right, there are two conditions which both are supposed to be satisfied. What is that? One is recoverable, correct now? It is not recoverable. Here it's okay, spelling mistake. Reasonable assurance. There is a reasonable assurance. What is that? There is a reasonable assurance that the conditions will be satisfied. Management should feel confident. Confident of what? We will be able to satisfy the conditions. That they should say. Reasonable certainty or reasonable assurance, you can say. First, management should be capable and confident of satisfying the conditions. And the next one, what do we say? There is no uncertainty with respect to receipt. Means I am sure government will give me. Because I am satisfying the conditions. This doubt, that there won't be any doubt. Once the government, correct na? Once the government announces, government order comes up, scheme comes up, if you qualify, conditions and etc., pakka government has to pay, they will pay. Don't worry, that kind of circumstances will be very rare. Maybe once in years together it may happen, right? But not general, that is not regular. So if you have satisfied the conditions, 99.9% you will get the money. Okay, so rare circumstance ko chhod do, that it will be received. Done. Next, suppose sir, I received money, sir. Just because you received money, it doesn't mean that everything, the money is not yours. Because you may be having some conditions to satisfy. Yeah, when can you say that is your money? When can you say your money? Right. When you satisfy all the conditions, then only you can say your money. But if it is not correct, if there is no reasonable certainty, I have a doubt whether I satisfy or not, but I got money. First only government gave money. They are asking me to satisfy the conditions in the future. But I have a doubt, sir. Here I am not confident, sir. When you say I am not confident, recognize it as a liability. Don't take it to DGG, deferred government grant, or don't take it to profit and loss right away. When the uncertainties are, reasonable certainty comes up, correct na? When reasonable certainty comes up, that day, yes, take it to P&L or DGG. Till that time it is supposed to be payable, right? As I said, there is no capital approach, correct na? All government grants should be transferred to P&L in systematic. What do you mean by systematic? That is matching concept, correct na? Recognize the revenue in the ratio of expenses, correct na? Till that time you keep it in the account of deferred government grant account mein rakh do. In the ratio of 3:2:1 ratio mein you transfer it to done. That is how it will happen. Next, but there are some exceptions. Yeah, generally what we say, in the ratio of expense mein likho karke will tell true, but there are two small exceptions. Under these two exceptions, what will happen, we will recognize the government grant immediately. क्या बोला? Immediately recognize करेगा, and we will disclose it little bit about that matter. Okay, here you don't expect any matching concept. What is it, sir? One, yeah, one is I got the government grant in the current year. With respect to my expenses are incurred in the last year. Government grant came in the current year, whatever the reason. All right, I incurred losses in the last year due to COVID. My business, correct na? So much. I mean, we lost so many things. Fine, but government we requested last year, they didn't give, whatever the reason. But current year, okay, whatever they said, yeah, chalo, take some money, and they gave grant. Okay, I'll take that money, no problem. I'll take the money, but that is what you incurred, correct na? What is that? We received the government grant in the current year related to previous year losses. Yeah, previous year mein expenses or losses have been incurred, but here now current year mein you got the government grant. Now you cannot expect, correct na? Now you cannot say what to do here last year, correct na? There is no matching concept here, because expenses are last year, income is in the current year. Question, is it an error as per Ind AS 8? Is it an error as per Ind AS 8? What do you say, my dear? It is not an error, correct na? Is it a mathematical error or is it interpretation wrong? Correct, exactly. No, it is not an error. When it is not an error, then why will I go back and retrospectively apply it? So retrospective restatement is not required for this. Retrospective restatement is not required for this. So since retrospective restatement is not required, it has to be recognized in the current year, right? But separate disclosure karo, so that people will understand, correct na? You should give a note. Arey boss, last year I incurred 10 crore loss. Current year they gave me 2 crore rupees government grant. Because of these, correct? Explain karo, so that people, the readers of financial statements will understand it is with respect, it is an income with respect to what? It is an income with respect to what? Got it? Done. Next, government grant received. Yeah, government grant received in the current year. Yeah, government grant received in the current year for immediate financial support only by the entity in the entire industry. See, maybe say example. Yeah, not just exactly that. Yeah, let's say suppose aviation industry. Okay, say example, one flight company, yeah, maybe SpiceJet or maybe Air India or something, facing problem. With some problem they are facing, they need immediate financial support. Money is not required, otherwise money is very much required right now. If they don't get money, they will be closing the company. Closing the company means, what is the problem to government, sir? Problem, indirectly problem, because company is getting closed. Suppose say there are 10,000 employees are there, 10,000 families will be in trouble. Correct na? They will not be on the road, but they will be having trouble, right? So government may feel that let's go and help. Yeah, because helping them is indirectly helping those families. Correct. So government may give some package to them immediately, but it is not given to all the aviation companies in the industry. It is not given to Indigo, it is not given to so many other companies. It is given only to a particular company. Now, correct na? Now you have to recognize immediately now. even though, okay, even though, correct na? But you have to give a separate disclosure here. Why? If you don't disclose it, na, right? If you don't disclose, readers will think that, oh, this company is doing great job. Arey, what is the great? This company is about to die. Because of the government grant, they got saved, isn't it? Because of the government grant, they got saved it. Information you have to give, you recognize it because it is not for any conditions or something. There are no conditions, there is nothing to be satisfied, correct na? Immediate support ke liye aa gaya, take it to profit and loss, directly take it to profit and loss. That is the point. Next, yeah, if you have received any, you received what? Yeah, company can get two things. One is in cash, next is in kind. In kind, yeah, first this is what we are saying, kind. Yeah, this is with respect to kind, correct. Land, machinery, etc. Correct na? Land, machinery, etc. Right. So chalo, now we received the, right, we received the non-monetary government grant. Non-monetary in the sense which is not monetary, which is not what is monetary, sir? Monetary means money held. Assets are liabilities which are receivable or payable in terms of money but not money's worth, which are fixed or determinable. There is a definition, yeah, as per Ind AS 21. Okay, our definition, as per that definition, it is non-monetary. That means you got something in kind. You got something in kind. Okay, then you have got actually two alternatives. Yeah, either this or this. Yeah, you can do it as per the what is that? It is an accounting policy choice. It is accounting policy choice. It is accounting policy choice. That's up to you. Purely you can decide. Whichever you want, you can decide. Right. What the states? One is, okay, recorded fair value. Recognize the asset at fair value. Market value may be 10 crores. Then recognize it fair value. Sir, I paid hardly anything. You paid irrespective of what you paid. In the books, suppose a land they gave it to you. A land worth is equal to how much? 10 crore. Land account debit 10 crore. Yeah, sir, I paid only 2 crore. Fine, 2 cash, 2 crore. Balance, sir, balance is equal to 2 deferred government grant. That's all. That is option number 1. Option number 2. What is that? Recorded the nominal value like rupee 1. Yeah, you paid how much? 0, sir. They gave you what? Land. Worth is equal to how much? 10 crore. 10 crore mein zeros cut karo, 1 you keep it. That's it. Land account debit to P&L transfer. 1 crore rupees ke liye accounting will not be there. Correct na? Land account debit to P&L account 1 rupee transfer karo. That's it. Why to maintain that? At least if there is an account, we'll get to know, oh, there is a land, this land has come. Correct. If you don't account at all, no one knows that there is an asset only with the company. No one knows that there is an asset only with the company. Got it? That is the matter. Right. Next. What is that? Then cash. Yeah, we got cash, grant as a cash, but this is related to a specific fixed asset. Yeah, it is related to a specific fixed asset. Then we'll ask a question, is that a depreciable asset or is that non-depreciable asset? Yeah, if you say depreciable asset, again here also there are two options, both are accounting policy choice. Yeah, India asks to measure at fair value. No, we have both. It is amended in 2019. It is amended in 2018 or 19. Maybe institute book is not yet updated. Yeah, refer the bare standard, you will get to know. It is amended. Alternative is available. Okay, institute book has not updated. They have not updated. Maybe because of it you may be answering like that. Okay, there are so many errors. Obviously, that is natural. Nothing to worry. Right. So depreciable. Yeah, got it. When I say depreciable, yeah, you have two options. One is deduct it from the respective asset. Asset se cut karo. Correct na? Sir, I'll deduct it from the asset. Yes. Cash account, when you got cash na, cash account debit to PP likho. Excellent. Depreciate the remaining carrying amount. After cutting, there will be some balance left over. The balance left over. Over the balance left over. Right? You are supposed to do it. Right, done. Next. Recognize, next option, second option is what? Recognize it as a deferred government grant. Recognize it as a deferred government grant. What is it? I mean, you will show in the balance sheet. What you will show in the balance sheet? Yeah, you have a fixed asset. Yes, that is equal to 1000. But when I get the grant, I don't cut it. I do not cut it. I'll show it as a deferred government grant. Deferred government grant is a liability. It is a liability. It's a deferred income, basically. Deferred income. You can write deferred income, you can write deferred government grant, whichever you feel. It's deferred. That's all. Our word should be there. Done. So what do you do? Now both, one asset, one liability, both will continue in the balance sheet. We don't net off. This is gross basis accounting. It is like net basis accounting. Both will continue. Yeah, this 1000, let us say 10 years is the life. Then the P&L may what will happen? P&L may what will happen? Depreciation 100 rupees will put. Assume SLM method, residual value is equal to 0, all that assume. And DGG, suppose you got 400 rupees. 400 means same in the ratio of depreciation. Kya bola? DGG should be transferred to P&L. It should be transferred to P&L. Then what do you do? DGG account debit to profit and loss. ऐसा record करेगा. DGG account debit to P&L. Okay, sir, excellent. How much, sir? Right, what is that? 40, 40, 40, you transfer it. Correct. So, I mean, E asset will be transferred to depreciated. E400 also will go to P&L. Right. Every year, what will happen? 100 E side as what? Depreciation. 40 is other income. Other income mein aayega. This is depreciation. This is other income. Like that, it will be continuing. That is second option which you have. Transferring it to DGG and routing it to P&L in the ratio of depreciation. Okay, done. Next point is non-depreciable asset. Kya bola? Non-depreciable. Non-depreciable means, first, what have you got, my dear? What have you got? What is that you got? What is that you got? Which asset? You got not the right. Non-depreciable means land, basically. Correct. But it is not that you got the land. Yeah, no, it's not okay, because read here, we got cash. Yeah, we got cash. But actually we bought already land. Yeah, first we paid money and you got the land. Later government gave me some money to help me. Yeah, you paid so much money for the land. Okay, it's fine, take some money, some percentage I am giving it to you. Right. So now, see, land is like not like depreciation. I mean, non-depreciable means you don't depreciate. That means with respect to land, in the profit and loss, depreciation expense also won't be there. True. But how should I do it now? Correct. Now I got cash, say some 2 crore rupees, I got it. How do I transfer it? First you will ask a question. Are correct, you got land. Do you need to satisfy any conditions because they gave you land? Correct. Now, do you need to satisfy any conditions? Correct. Now, see, government will give some condition pakka. That you should ask. But my point, right? So if you say, sir, I have to say, right? Do you need to write? Look at these words. Do you require to fulfill any conditions? Require any fulfill of conditions? If you say, say answer can be what? Yes or no. Assume probability. Two circumstances. One is yes, another one is no. Yep. If you say yes, sir, I have to fulfill. I have to fulfill means you are going to spend not depreciation, something else you are going to spend in the near future, maybe for 3 years or 4 years or something. You are supposed to do it. Expense ratio mein you are supposed to depreciate it. How are you supposed to depreciate? In which ratio you have to transfer the government grant to P&L? In the ratio of expenses to be incurred to satisfy the conditions. Okay. So right now transfer it to DGG. correct na, and amortize the DGG in the ratio of expenses, okay, right. Suppose if you say, no sir, I got government cash, but I don't need to satisfy anything and anybody. Oh, is it? Super. Then directly transfer it to P&L, because you are not liable to do any because there are no conditions in the future. There are no conditions, no money is going to be spent in the future. Then why to wait? Why to wait and transfer it over a period? Transfer directly to P&L, which is other income. Okay, right. Next, yeah, with respect to government grant, loan, that's we discussed already. Right. Next, yeah, suppose you got a government grant. What is that, sir? I got a loan, sir. Yeah, loan, sir. You got a loan of how much, sir? Loan is equal to 10 crores, sir. But the fair market value, correct na? The fair market value is equal to 8 crore only, sir. Loan, correct na? That means I said, if you remember, 2 crore rupees is a government grant karke bola. Correct na? Just some time before only I discussed. Right. So sometime before only I told you that. Correct now, what is that I told you? I told that it is 2 crore rupees is what government grant. But how to account for? I told you, we'll discuss now. Now you should ask, what is the purpose of loan? Yeah, e loan is there, what is the purpose? Yeah, e purpose is what? Purpose based accounting will happen. If you say it is for immediate financial relief, sir, then full 2 crore rupees transfer it to P&L immediately. If you say no sir, this is not for immediate, this is to train my employees for next 4 years. Oh, that means I will be spending training expenses. Yeah, so e-government grant of 2 crore rupees should be transferred to P&L in the ratio of training expenses. Government gave me loan so that I will train my employees. Yeah, I'll conduct the training sessions, I'll train my employees. That is the purpose. I will be training means I have to give accommodation, I have to pay to the faculty. Correct na? Yeah, many things are going to take place. I am going to spend money. In that ratio, it should be transferred to P&L. Next. No sir, this is to finance a depreciable asset. They gave a loan. Why? I said I don't have money. Okay. Right. Then they said they only gave money. Arebus, I am giving you money for the time being. You purchase the asset, you start the business. Okay. But I have to repay the loan. Yeah, interest is free. Still, that is a good benefit to the entrepreneurs. Correct na? Obviously, entrepreneurs, it is good benefit. So now what do I say? Since it is to finance a depreciable asset, now you have got two options. 2 crore rupees, either cut it from the cost of the fixed asset, or you show it as a deferred government grant. You can show it. Okay, right. That is the thing. Next, if it is related to expenses or income, yeah, they gave you government grant with respect to income or expenses. Here also you have got two options. One is you can cut it from the respective expenses. Suppose first you paid power bill 1000. Government gave you a refund of 400. Now what I can say, when I paid power bill, we say power expense account debit to cash. What do we say? Power expense account debit to cash. Excellent. When government gave me 400, cash account debit to power expense. Ulta, exactly opposite entry record karo. Got it? Done. Next. What about the other one? Next option is what? Yeah, this is also accounting policy choice. Second option is what? Show it as other income. Other income means what? Yeah, in the profit and loss, this side power expense will be there. Correct na? And this side other income will be there. Both. Yeah, what is that? If what about the forgivable loan? Any day if they forgive, that is an income to you. That's all. Because loan, reduction of liability is an income. Reduction of liability is an income to you. So you will be transferring it directly profit and loss account, whichever the day you get a information from the government that they are forgiving your loan. Okay, right. We reached almost towards the end, which is refund of government grant. Okay, what is that? Yeah, first, see, refund of government grant, a very simple accounting. What simple, sir? It is just reversal accounting. Reversal accounting. Reversal accounting means how you recorded earlier, that is going to be reversed now. That's all. That you are going to reverse it. Means what, sir? Initially, when I got the government grant, I transferred it to P&L, sir. Oh, very good, excellent. Now you transfer to P&L means what? Initially you credit it to P&L. Now you debit the P&L. Now you charge it to P&L. Debit the P&L expenses. That's all. On refund, on account of refund. Correct. Now on account of refund, you are supposed to debit the P&L expenses. This is one. Next, initially transferred to DGG, sir, and partly transferred to P&L. Okay. DGG account ko first I said 1000, sir. Out of that so far 400 is transferred to P&L, sir. Now DGG balance is equal to 600 is lying in the balance sheet. Excellent. Now you are repaying the money. Repaying the money means to cash. Debit what? Debit DGG to the extent available in the balance sheet. Yeah, how much available? 600. So DGG account debit 600. Sir, but still 400 gap is there, na? Because cash payment is equal to 1000. True. A balancing figure you charge it to P&L. Why, sir? Why means in the last class so far, last year's May, we created to P&L, transferred DGG to P&L. That time you created P&L. Now you have to debit P&L. That's all. Exactly balancing number. Exactly balancing number you are supposed to transfer to P&L. Okay, right. Deduct it from the fixed asset. Earlier I deducted from the fixed asset. Now what are you supposed to do? Deducted means you credited the fixed asset. What did you do? You credited the fixed asset. Now what are you supposed to do? Debit the fixed asset. That's all, sir? Not that's all. It is different from accounting standard 12. Cumulative depreciation you have to calculate. What do you mean by that? Cumulative in the sense, suppose if you had not got the government grant, what do I say? If you had not got the government grant, what would have been, correct na? If you have not got the government grant, what would have been the balance today? Okay, right. You have to calculate. See, because of the government grant, I would have reduced it from the fixed asset, na? So then you charge a lesser amount of depreciation. Now, retrospectively, you should go back and calculate, if I had not got the government grant, what would have been my closing balance today of fixed asset? You have to maintain that amount. That means, in the year of refund, you have to charge additional depreciation, which is going to hit the profit and loss in the current year. Which is going to hit your profit and loss in the current year. Remember, it is not an error. Remember, it is not an error. Got it? Remember, it is not an error. That is the matter. Next, non-depreciable asset. Right. So this is one something like where you should say put star mark, star. Non-depreciable asset you received. Non-depreciable asset in the sense what? You got government directly. Means what? When they gave you land, they gave me land only, sir. How much you paid? 0, sir. But what is the fair value of it, sir? Fair value of it, sir. Fair value was, let's say, 10 crore rupees. Then how did I record? I recorded, sir, land account debit. Fair value account I followed, sir, 10 crore rupees. Correct, na? To P&L ko transfer kar diya, sir. DGC se P&L ko transfer kar diya. Fine. Earlier you created to P&L. Now debit to P&L. Now they are taking the land back because I didn't satisfy the conditions. Reversal entry. Reversal entry means P&L account is going to be debited, and to land account, that is going to be, land is gone. That's why I credited the land account. Okay, right. These are all the things. And in the cash flow statement, government grant received, you should show separately. Asset purchased, that also you should show separately. We shouldn't net it off. Even though it is directly attributable to fixed asset, also you should not net off. Next, the government grant received is showed under financing activity in the cash flow, and the asset purchased will be under investing activity. It is going to be investing activity. Okay, right. In case of first adoption, some matter is there, which we cannot, it's not so simple to explain in one line. It will take time. Right, my dear? Thank you. And let me, tomorrow also we have 2 classes, same timings, 10:30 to 11:30 and 12 to 1 o'clock. See you.